Injuries to the ACL are devastating for anyone, but especially for athletes who rely on their ability to pivot, turn, run, and jump in order to succeed. Approximately 100,000 ACL injuries occur each year, with nearly 80% being non-contact in nature. This means there was no collision or violent twist. The athlete simply landed or took off, turned suddenly, or was slowing down and the ligament gave way. Our goal is to help make sure your training, conditioning, maintenance, or warm-up routines contain all the elements needed to help prevent unnecessary injury. The ACL is one of two main ligaments located deep inside the knee joint that help control forward, backward, or rotational movement of the thigh and shin bones. Muscles of the core, hip, thigh, and lower leg act together to protect and stabilize the knee as the athlete moves, ensuring safe and sound execution of motions such as jumping, landing, cutting, pivoting, and decelerating. An athlete's balance and proprioception, which is the ability to detect the position of your body or a particular joint in space, is also a critical part of the picture. If key muscles are too weak or too slow to react, if reaction time or joint awareness is off, if poor lower body mechanics are used, or if the balance of strength needed to stabilize the joints is lacking, the ACL is at risk of being overstressed and damaged. Warm-up exercises. Set up the field by placing cones or markers 4 to 5 yards apart along a 10 to 15 yard stretch. Straight running. Have the athlete run round the end and return to the starting position. Backpedal. Have the athlete backpedal round the end and return to the starting position. Hip out running. Jog to the first cone, stop, lift the knee up and out, continue to the next cone, lift the knee up and out, and repeat to the end of the cone line. Round the end and return, doing the same exercise with the opposite leg. Hip in running. Jog to the first cone, stop, lift the knee to the side, then forward, continue to the next cone, lift the knee to the side, then forward, and repeat to the end of the line of cones. Round the end and return the opposite direction using the other leg. Running with side shuffle. Jog past the first cone, side shuffle to the left, shuffle back to the right, jog forward to the space between the next two cones, side shuffle to the left, then the right, and repeat the entire length of the cone line. Quick forward-back sprints. Run to the second cone, backpedal to the first. Run to the third cone. Keep repeating down the entire line of cones. Maintain an athletic position and small, quick steps. Run and cut. Run 4 to 5 strides, plant the outside foot and cut inside. Accelerate and sprint 5 to 7 steps. Slow down, plant, and cut to the right. Continue alternating across the area. Walking lunges. Step forward with one leg, bending the knee to a 90-degree angle. Keep the body straight and repeat to the end of the cone line. Round the end and return to the starting position. One of the main purposes of an injury prevention program like this one is to improve the way athletes jump and land. Correct jumping and landing form easily translates to other sport movements, where the athlete instinctively gets into the proper position because their muscle memory and body awareness are good. The mechanics used during jumping and landing are so important that they directly increase or decrease stress on the knee ligaments. Here are some examples of incorrect alignment while jumping and landing. For all jump training exercises, use a soft landing, maintain proper alignment of the knees and toes, flex the knees and hips with each landing, and maintain a neutral back position. Wall jumps. Stand in front of a wall, pole or other tall object. Squat down slightly, then jump straight up, reaching to touch as high as you can on the wall. Land softly, flexing the knees and hips, and come right back up into another jump. Continue jumping for 30 seconds, then rest. Repeat 2 times. Tuck jumps. Stand with the feet shoulder width apart. Squat slightly, then jump into the air, pulling the heels to the buttocks. Land and come right back up into the tuck position. Continue jumping for 30 seconds, then rest. Repeat 2 times. Squat jumps. Stand with the feet shoulder width apart. Jump straight up in the air, landing in a squat. Pause, jump straight up again, and continue going up and down, landing in a squat position each time. Continue jumping for 30 seconds, then rest. Repeat 2 times. Squat with toe lift. Stand with the feet shoulder width apart. Go down into a squat position, making sure the hips don't go any lower than the knees. The knees stay over the heels, and the back is straight. Come up from the squat, and at the very end, lift up onto your toes. Continue squatting up and down for 30 seconds. 180-degree jump. Stand with the feet shoulder width apart. Jump straight up in the air, turning and landing facing the opposite direction. Bend the knees slightly and maintain a soft landing. Jump back up and return to the starting position. Continue rotating the body and jumping back and forth for 30 seconds. Forward back jumps. Stand with 2 cones in front of you, approximately 2.5 feet apart. Bend the knees slightly, jump up and forward past the cones. Make sure the landing is soft and the knees stay over the toes. Jump backwards to the starting position. Continue jumping back and forth, bending the knees with each landing. Continue for 30 seconds. Now perform the same exercise on one leg only. Try to maintain good position on the landing and good control. Continue for 30 seconds. Side to side jumps. Stand sideways to the cones, feet shoulder width apart. Jump up and to the side, landing on the opposite side of the cones. Make sure to bend the knees on the landing, keep the knees over the heels, and maintain a straight back position. Once you land, go back to the starting position. Continue jumping back and forth for 30 seconds. Now do the same exercise, starting on one foot. Stand on the outside foot, jump up and over the cones, landing on the opposite foot. Continue jumping back and forth and alternating landing legs for a total of 30 seconds. Planks. For proper performance of any plank exercise, remember these cues. Keep the body straight, tuck the chin back, press down through the elbows into the shoulder blades. Squeeze the butt, press the backs of the knees toward the ceiling. If you have trouble maintaining the right position, don't hold it as long. Using the right form is more important than how long you hold the exercise. Begin by pressing up into the plank position. Lengthen the body, push through the shoulder blades, tighten the butt, press the knees straight. Hold for a slow count of 20, then lower the knees to release. Repeat 3 times. Plank with alternating leg lift. Start by getting into the correct plank position. Lift one leg up. Tighten the butt, hold for a count of 2, and slowly release. Repeat on the opposite side. Be sure the hips don't drop as you lift the leg. Keep alternating for a total of 30 seconds. Do 2 sets. Side plank. Get into a side lying position with the elbow under the shoulder, feet together, body in a straight line. Pushing through the elbow and the feet, lift the hips upward. Keep the top hip and top shoulder back. Hold for a slow count of 20, then release. Repeat twice on each side. Clams. In side lying, bend the knees 90 degrees and line up the feet with the hips. Lift the top knee up, squeezing the hip. Keep the feet together and the pelvis still. Don't let the top hip move back or forward. Pause for a count of 2 and slowly lower the knee. Repeat 30 times on each side. 45-degree leg lift. In side lying, bring the top leg forward 45 degrees. Keep the knee straight and lift the leg up. Make sure the hips don't move. Hold for a count of 2 and slowly lower. Repeat 30 times on each side. Side plank with hip lift. In side lying, get into the side plank position. Keep the body aligned and lift the hips up. Then return to the side plank position. Continue going up and down for a total of 20 seconds. Then bring the body all the way down. Repeat twice on each side. Side lying hip rotation. In side lying, straighten the bottom leg and bend the top knee. Touch the top knee to a spot in front of the hip. Hold for a count of 2. Then touch the heel to the same spot. Hold for a count of 2. Keep the body still. Continue alternating for 30 reps. Repeat on the opposite side. Bridge with walk-in. Lie on your back with the knees bent and hips at a 90-degree angle. Tighten the core muscles and the buttocks. Press through the feet and lift the body up into a bridge position. Don't lift too high or push up with the shoulders. Maintain the bridge and a still body position throughout the exercise. Slowly walk the feet away for 3 to 4 steps, then walk back 3 to 4 steps. Keep walking the feet in and out for a total of 30 seconds, then bring the hips down. Repeat 2 times. 3-way touches. Mark 3 spots on the ground, 1 directly in front of you and 1 on either side. Stand up straight and lift 1 foot off the ground. Bend down and use the opposite hand to touch the spot in front of you, then stand up. Bend down again and touch the spot to the side with the same side hand, then stand up. Touch in front again, stand up, then to the other side and stand up. That is 1 rep. Do 3 reps in a row, then place the opposite foot down. Repeat 2 times on each leg. Be sure to stand up straight between each touch. Don't let the knee fall inward. Bend the knee and the hip to get down to the floor. Stay in control of your movement.